Hi, I'm Sasha.
Hi, I'm Kirsten.
And this is Mess Magnets.
We're back, baby.
We did it.
We tried to record a podcast last week.
Yup.
We had every good intention, a time scheduled. We spent time scouring the internet.
Correct.
Nothing happened last week.
And when I tell you, I was like scraping bottom of the barrel nonsense. And even then, I was like, this is shit. So here we are. And which is why we're here a week later, I guess.
Yes.
So,
I mean, we had our re-release
yes.
of Oops All Annoy-mess with Bryce, which hopefully y'all enjoyed listening to that one again or for the first time if you are newer. But Bryce is so honestly, we got to have Bryce back and soon as possible.
Correct.
But he's about to be so busy on tour for the Survivor season, so
he's gone.
we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do.
Oh my gosh. But
we have a month. Do you know you have 30 minutes?
We don't even. I'm telling you, Bryce is just booked and busy. Good for him.
Well, yeah. And we love that for him, but hate that for us because
Correct.
it would be nice to talk to him more.
Mind you, we have not asked him anything. And if he listens to this, I'm going to get a text.
Yell at her. Come on, Bryce, come on the pod. We love you.
And we're like, bitch, did you even ask me? You right?
I was texting Bryce about one of his podcasts with Rob recently where he was like talking about like PTO and like, like getting like declined and stuff. And I was like, I'm not working between Christmas and New Year's. I don't care what the schedule says. And he just replied, bitch, and then started typing, but then never sent another and it made me laugh really hard because I know that like he's agreeing. Like he's just agreeing with me, obviously.
Oh my god.
But it's very funny. I could just post a screenshot of like, look at this.
I'm dead. Oh god. But yes, this network constantly bringing us closer to like hilarious people.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. But yes, listen, we have some big news that I was like, I remember texting you and you're like, wait, what? Yeah?
Yeah. So, okay. Nothing happened last week.
Yes.
Stuff happened this week. And we have to start off with news that is incredibly important to me. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are officially engaged. And the way this happened, it's so fun. Let me paint a picture for you, Sasha. So Tuesday was when this got announced. Tuesday is my in-office day at my full-time job. I'm waiting. Listen, I leave my house. I'm getting a sweet treat. So I'm waiting in line at the cafe to get a coffee and a croissant with my coworker, who is also a Swiftie. And then I start getting like a bunch of texts in the thread of my sister and the one of the other girls we went to the Eras tour with. And we don't talk that often in that group. So I'm like, that's weird. Like, whatever. Like, I'll check it out. I'm like looking at my Apple Watch. Like, oh, interesting. Like, I'm getting these texts. And then I just get a text from Sasha that says, are you alive? Or like, are you okay? I think it was, are you alive?
Oh my God.
And I'm like, okay, well, something big just happened. So then I look at the thread and it's like a picture of the engagement ring. I'm like, what? So then I zoomed to Taylor Swift's Instagram to confirm that I'm not being scammed by a 14-year-old. And I was like, holy shit. I just said, Taylor Swift got engaged. This was big news to me and my coworker. So it was like so great that it happened on my in-office day because we were the only two people there that day also. So we were like,
that's funny.
It would be like work. And then like ends up like, but when did it happen? Work. Like what? But what does it mean? How does this relate to Harry Styles and Zoe Kravitz being spotted making out?
Oh God, like, that's really funny.
Taylor dated Harry Styles. Yes. And there are rumors about Zoe Kravitz and Taylor Swift because they quarantined together during COVID. There's rumors, okay? And so we were just really like every like 10 minutes, like the typing stops, and then it's like, but what about this?
Oh my gosh. It was so funny. Like, it was all over everything.
Immediately.
'Cause, and it was, like, a really beautiful proposal. I'm all for, like, big proposals, so I just felt like it was really beautiful. So many flowers. It's just it
Yes.
looked fire.
Yes.
And then the caption is I was like, "Girl."
Yo, the caption is your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married, and then a dynamite emoji because
Oh,
dynamite,
yeah.
TNT, Travis
Which
and
I think
Taylor.
is funny. That's
That's
cute.
cute. Use the
Mhm.
emoji about themselves all the time.
Yes.
Um, I think it's so beautiful, so stunning. The ring personally, not my taste, but I
Yeah.
also will never be rich enough to have to worry about a boulder that size, just like when we talked about Ronaldo and his fiance. Like it's a problem I don't have, so it's none of
Mhm.
my concern. Um, People are drawing a lot of lines with this one, okay? Because so the engagement is in the garden with all the
Yeah.
flowers, everything, right? There's a lyric in on the new album that's like, I hate it here, so I will go to secret gardens in my mind. And so then people are like, this is the secret garden. And Travis also has a key to the secret garden. And like, so that's like love. Which is like, I mean, I don't think that not everything has to be like related. There are also we've talked about it before. There is
Mhm.
a huge portion of the Taylor Swift fan base that refer to themselves as gaylers. They believe that Taylor Swift
Yes.
is a queer woman and
Mhm.
that she is gay and every relationship she's had with a man is just for PR and is not real. Um I'm Gaylor adjacent because I
Yeah.
think that she is perhaps bisexual, but again, none of my business. Uh they are having a wide range of reactions to this
I've
because
been
there are
I've
people
been watching the meltdowns, and they've been like, not in, like, hilarious, like, it's just been crazy. Like,
there's
folks are
people
losing it.
who are like, How am I supposed to carry on? Like I've been betrayed." Like people who have clung to the idea of Taylor Swift being queer as like a success for gay people in a time when, people are being persecuted right now, right?
Yes.
And then there's the other side of it, Sasha, which they are saying there are some people who are gaylers who are saying we've been expecting an engagement for months because this is performance art, because every single bit of this is playing back to scenes in the Bejeweled music video, to which they are saying like she's gonna ghost him, she is gonna like leave him at the altar
People
because
are crazy.
this is all for show, this is all like someone said, and I quote, and I'm not going to say who they are because, like, we don't need to go to their page, but they were basically
Right.
like, if you really look at it, if you're really paying attention, this is actually a major win for the Gaylors. And when my coworker showed me this video, I said yes, because nothing is gayer than marrying a man, like a woman marrying a man. Like, please be so for real. I've also seen some jokes about it where they're like, ridiculous.
Mhm.
It's so funny too. And so I told my boyfriend right away, like, oh my god, Travis and Taylor are engaged. And then we didn't really talk about it. And then that night we're like about to fall asleep. And he goes, yeah, so it turns out the Gaylors are like crashing out about this.
Oh
And so
my
it's like
god.
it's infected his side of the internet.
You know how cool would it be for you to be engaged the same year as Taylor and Travis?
That's out of my control. I've also saw a lot of people
Oh,
posting like,
man.
"Wow, I got engaged." So then Taylor Swift got engaged, and
Do
I
you
was
think
included.
engagements, like, will go up? Like, I saw, like, an annoying person tweet this, as in, like, they were making fun of it, but now that I think about it, do you think more people will get engaged because of this?
I mean, it could put some pressure on a certain portion of the population,
Oh, I see. Yes, I
Um,
understand.
but I don't know for sure. I know. So the ring it's an old mine cut,
Right.
which is not like a very typical cut. It looks like the ring was
Yeah.
made for this by like actually a very small like company
It
that
must be someone they know then, right?
I mean, it could be, or it could be that he just like found a woman-owned business who
Oh,
who
fair.
deals with antique diamonds. Like it does feel like a very niche. kind of thing.
Yeah, got
So
it.
he could
Makes
have
sense.
found them or they could know her. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, yeah.
And I saw people crashing out because I also like spent so much time in the like wedding attire approval subreddit that I
Mhm.
now get posts from like the engagement ring subreddit from like all of these things. I think also like a woman in her 30s is gonna get engagement ring content, just
Exactly,
period. It's just the way it
exactly.
is.
I
They know
still
how old I
do, and I
am.
was like, "No, like,
Like, I
we're
have my
past
ring, leave
it."
me alone.
Yeah.
But so I saw someone post there being like, an old mine cut has always been my dream ring because it's so unique and now it's gonna be a trend and everyone's gonna get them. And I'm like, okay, I think that kind of perspective on anything that's like fashion at all, like rings, jewelry, clothing, whatever, is like it's just so misguided because trends cycle so much and kind of everything will be a trend at some point in time. And someone replied to them with like the Google history search of old mine cut, and it was like a flat line of basically 0 searches, and then the day of the engagement like a straight shot up
No,
of
that
like hundreds of thousands of
sucks.
searches. Because of course everyone's like, well, what is
Yeah,
this?
of
Like
course.
it's a very unique ring. It has engraving. It likely has engraving on the
I'm
sides because
sure.
that's kind of the hallmark of this jewelry designer, is that she
Oh,
always
got
does
it.
like engraving on the sides. Um,
I'm not, I will say, a fan of the ring. I'm just not like a two-tone gold person. But I don't think it's ugly, but it's not for me. But that doesn't equal anything. It's
yeah,
just I thought it was interesting. Like
exactly.
the
It's just
diamond, and I'm not even talking about the diamond. I think it's just like the gold is throwing me off.
yeah, and it's also tough too because, you know, with a ring that like a rock that big, you
Yeah.
do need like a pretty wide band to be able
That's
to
what
support it. And
exactly.
I'm never gonna be a fan of jewelry that's like kind of chunky in that way. But again,
Mhm.
I'm poor. I will never have to worry about a ring
That
where the
part.
diamond is so big that the band has to be big. Like
Ding, ding, ding.
I'm, like,
Same.
complaining about the club I cannot get into here. Like, I don't have to wear it, it's not my ring, I don't care. If people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. Like,
And
it's not
it's
that
not
serious.
Georgina, like, ring, right? For Cristiano Ronaldo's, girlfriend or now fiance. Like, it's not a 35 carat
It's
monster.
I mean, I feel like they look of a very similar size to me.
No, I refuse.
I mean, I've never seen those rings in the same room, so it's hard to say for
Fair.
sure, but they look to me, it feels like a very similar size, but it's just such a different setting and cut that it's hard to compare directly. It's huge.
35 is too much. Just, oh my gosh. Anyway, again, we're poor. What do we know? But it's just, yeah. This is like exciting, and I appreciate that Travis's dad, or the Kelseys,
Yes.
um, he like ended up sharing all these details on the engagement, and that's so funny to me.
It's there always has to be one person in Taylor Swift's
I
life
love
who is
it.
just going on interviews and saying shit they shouldn't. Like Jack Antonoff has many times like posted things that are really like when the song You're Losing Me came out, he like posted an Instagram of like, here's the day in 2021 when we wrote this song. And so everyone's like, oh my God, her and Joe were having problems back to 2021. Like, there's
Oh
always
my
someone who's like saying too much. And Travis Kelsey's dad is like, yeah, you know, he had the ring and he was really like agonizing over like how to do it and when to do it and making sure it would be special enough. And I was telling him, you know, you're proposing, that makes it special. And Taylor's dad was saying the same thing to him. And so to me, it's very much giving. They had talked about engagement, they had talked about rings, they
Mhm.
wanted to get engaged, and then she's like, TikTok, hello,
'Cause he
we
even
talked about
said
it.
Taylor was getting antsy, and I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, don't say that. Just
it's
no.
no,
No
it
one
made me
needs to
laugh
know."
so hard, and then it made me think back to the New Heights podcast in a little bit of a new
Yes.
context because there's a few times on the podcast where Travis like compliments Taylor and Taylor goes, says
Yeah.
her boyfriend like a few times. And I'm like, oh, was that pointed because she didn't want him to be her boyfriend anymore? She wanted him to be the
100%.
fiance. And then
And
I laughed.
allegedly, right? He proposed that day or after that podcast. They went to
Yeah,
dinner and then he proposed.
but I don't think it was the same day. I'm not 100% sure of the chronology, but they definitely recorded the podcast before they were engaged.
Yes.
And we found out because of his dad that they got engaged 2 weeks before the post was made.
Yes.
And here's the thing. She said on that podcast, I will never leave Easter eggs about my real life. Guess what was 13 days before she posted these photos? The fucking New Heights podcast. Come on.
He might have done it, That's the joke. So
there's a 13. I'm just saying.
It's just very funny. And I just love how it's like Taylor Swift and KillaMess.
I know. Can you imagine like you're doing a post like with a second person and their username is KillaTrav?
Just please, I'm 30 plus
No.
years old.
And this to me is like this kind of stuff. It's exactly why I'm like, oh no, this is real. Like this is the exact type of cringe millennial shit that Taylor Swift always is doing when she is at her most herself. And I say that with love.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
it's
like I saw a video on TikTok this week of like, was Travis Kelce's dating show in 2016? I think it was like his intro to his dating show, and it's like him like singing, and he's like very, very millennial cringe. And someone was like, imagine if you showed this to 2016 Taylor and told her that's who she'd be getting engaged to. Like, no one would believe this. And I was like, no, nothing has ever made more sense. They belong together in that way.
That's really funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll send you the TikTok after this, Sasha, so you can see
unserious.
It's deeply unserious stuff. But yeah, so that is what's going on with their engagement.
Yeah.
We will
Anyway, it was cute.
It was cute. The pictures are beautiful. The ring is growing on me the more times I see it in pictures too. Like, again, I would never wear that style, but I am liking it more every time I see it. And I was misguided when I said it's the same as Cristiano Ronaldo's.
That's what I thought. I was like, I'm telling you.
I think in my brain, to me, I'm just like giant ring all in one camp. But it is absolutely not to the same level. She could hold her hand up, you know?
Exactly. She can maybe even wear it out. No.
Yeah, I mean, she has security.
Oh,
she can wear her ring.
So funny.
But yeah, so that's what's going on with the engagement. We will have our eyes peeled on everything else that happens. This wedding is going to spark trends that will last years for the average person.
Yes.
It's also very cute that she's engaged at the same time as Selena Gomez.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of those, like her commenting on Selena Gomez's like old posts, which is sweet.
Yeah.
And yeah, them just like going through their life together. Precious.
It's very sweet, very cute. And yeah, we'll see what happens next.
Get ready for it to take over.
I literally 4 hours later, I was getting content of like, I get a lot of videos from wedding dress boutiques of like what I would wear if I was getting married at a country club, on the beach, at a whatever, like where it's just like one person who works in the boutique like trying on a bunch of dresses.
Oh yes, I've seen that. Yep.
And I immediately got one that was like ideas for Taylor Swift's wedding dress, and then it was like debut era dresses, fearless era dresses, speak now era dresses, and I was like, this is ridiculous.
You know, they probably like shot it years, like months ago, and been like, when it drops, this is gonna hit. This is gonna hit.
They've had it ready this whole time.
And some brands have become like really annoying. Like I don't care about you, this brand, and like there's been brands that are like, oh, Travis Kelce wore our hat. Like Lavina even retweeted me like, stop this. Travis Kelce wore the it's obviously a hockey team, and they like and they were like, Travis Kelce hat wearer is engaged. Shut up. No.
It's so funny. I also saw that Kelce jerseys have had a huge increase in sales since the engagement, where people are buying Travis Kelce jerseys.
Because he's gonna retire. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. I mean, I think that maybe there's a bunch of Swifties who are like holding out on getting on board with this whole football thing. And now that they're engaged, they're like, okay, fine.
Maybe that's what I'm saying. I feel like it. What trend is this going to spark? I can't wait. That's where I am
And it's
currently.
gonna be a lot. Like, I think we're gonna see trends in bridal gowns,
Yeah.
bridesmaid dresses, floral arrangements for weddings, hair, makeup, everything.
Mhm. We're ready. Let's go. It's the American version of the royal wedding.
This is my royal wedding.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But yeah, so we'll see what comes up next. Uh,
Yes.
next we've got
Oh my.
some Cardi
So
B
the
news.
So, okay, at the start, I just wanna name, like, I know that I'm biased, I'm a Cardi B fan, okay? But and we're not even gonna talk about, like, the actual
The
lawsuit.
suit, yeah.
Like, I just anyway, y'all will see. But I feel like we needed to name that at the start. So, if you didn't know, which is, like, fair, Cardi B, a rapper, is on trial right now,
Yeah.
and she's in court because, there's this, security guard that sued Cardi B in 2020 for assault, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress, whatever that
Yes.
means.
And so the security guard alleges that Cardi B cut their cheek with their 2 to 3-inch fingernail, spat
Yeah.
on her, in an altercation outside, like an OBGYN office in LA.
Yes, while in 2018, while Cardi was pregnant with Culture, and, it's anyway, it also was crazy because no one knew at that time that she was pregnant with Culture, and allegedly, Cardi B's pregnant right now, but that's
Oh.
alleged, just for what the streets are looking and seeing, which is crazy. Again, girl, like, please stop this. Anyway, so, there's, like, a whole thing, and she's seeking $24 million, okay? But what I'm not even again, it's crazy. But the plaintiff is literally the most weird, useless person I've ever met, um, and I just, like, don't understand what's going on. So, I just wanna play this, like, clip for y'all because
Okay.
it feels so racist, and it's not even a microaggression. It's just what is the point of
Oh,
what's
this
going on?
is this the one I sent you?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
but
this
there's,
is
like, a bunch on Twitter, where Megan, the lawyer,
the
um
lawyer for the plaintiff.
yeah. Well, no, Megan, the lawyer who, like, is a famous, like, she covers all of these trials, celebrity
Yes,
trials.
yes.
She, like, posted a bunch on, I guess, TikTok and Twitter.
Yeah.
Well, there's a
I but
bunch.
I just you said, like, the plaintiff is the most useless person
Oh,
ever.
yeah.
It's the plaintiff's lawyer who's saying this
Yes,
stuff.
sorry. Yes, correct. So we'll see. Like the lawyer is speaking to Cardi, and like you're
Yeah.
gonna see what happens, but like I just need people to hear this because this is ridiculous.
Yes.
So let me share screen first.
I'm dying. This is so deeply
No,
unserious.
it's like out. Sorry, y'all. Okay,
No,
gonna
that's
start
okay.
again. Uh And then let me add to the stage. So if you're watching us on YouTube at Mess on Magnets, you can see it. But hopefully you can hear it. The audio isn't so good, but still it like I need y'all to know that I'm not lying.
Yes.
Yesterday you had black hair, short hair. Today it's blonde and long. Which one is your real hair? Or are they both real?
They're wigs.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know that. It's a good week today then. Do you have any affiliation at this time with a gang?
Objection, Your Honor. Motion to eliminate that violates the order of system.
Anyway, and then he asked her about her nails, which I will say is technically relevant because she allegedly,
Yeah.
did like cut her cheek with the nails. But in case like it was a little bit hard to hear, the first question he asked was, which one is your real hair? Because every day she's been wearing her hair different. And it's obviously wigs because
Obviously wigs.
first her hair was like completely like short, and now she's in like in black, and then she's in a full on blonde hair. And then so Cardi like kind of rolls her eyes and she's like, no, they're wigs.
Yeah.
And then
she
he
laughs
goes,
at the question because it's hilarious to ask that question at all.
And then he goes, are you affiliated with a gang?
Yeah, it's actually classic gang activity to get in a fight at an OBGYN office. That's totally normal. Like, what? It's so dumb. And then, like, yeah, he asked about the nails, which you can say is relevant, which, like, sure, she's alleging that she got scratched by a fake nail. I don't have fake nails right now. I've had fake nails many times over the years. Typically speaking, they are not sharp. They could look sharp. They could be pointy and look like it could cut you. But they are generally buffed so that you do not scratch yourself or anyone else. Like, people have to wipe their butt even if they have nails. You can't just have, like, talons down there.
Exactly. And here's the thing, even if, like, because Cardi's nails are pretty, like, fun, where there are a lot of jewels at the end of them, right? Like, it can be anything, but it's just the way that, like, this trial just feels, like, so funny. Because I think the point is the plaintiff's lawyer has been wants to put her on stand to kind of, like, make, discredit her just so that the jury is like, oh yeah, she sucks, here's the money. But in reality, like, she's coming off like very funny, very likable, and he is just like coming off as a clown, to where there's like one of the videos where the judge literally is like, you're not asking anything that is like relevant, we're actually going to take a 10-minute recess because you need to come back and you're just coming up with just straight bullshit. Then at one point they even have a conversation where the lawyer's like, did you call the security guard fat? And Cardi goes, no, I called her a bitch.
And this is the thing too, where it's like, you can tell this lawyer knows nothing about Cardi B.
Yes.
Because even if you're not a fan of Cardi B, which again can never be me, but I understand that she is not universally beloved, her whole thing, if you listen to Cardi B speak, she's very endearing and she's very intelligent. So I don't think that this strategy of putting her on the stand to make it seem like she's some sort of like aggressive assaulter is going to work out. Because, like, to me, when she's laughing and saying they're wigs, I'm more endeared to her than I was before.
Exactly. And then it's so weird because he keeps burying himself. He's like, the judge has to be like, listen, you're like, this is, are we in a verbal fight? That's what he asked Cardi. And she goes, no, I think we're having a debate. But the courtroom literally laughs.
No, what do you mean? You're literally a lawyer questioning someone and you ask, are we having a fight? You sound dumb. What law school did you graduate from?
It's so bad. It's giving like ambulance chaser, because she literally was like, this girl is following me, like the security guard, right? She was recording me and I'm just trying to check my cat.
Yeah. She's trying to get her cat checked.
So funny. So anyway, it's just, again, whatever is the end, like the outcome of the trial. But I just feel like I needed to let y'all know what the hell has been going on, because this is so ridiculous.
Yeah, and there's just like
going down bad. I don't even know who the lawyer is.
No, and it's irrelevant to me personally. And it's literally like, people are like stuff's getting said and she's like, I don't know what that means. Or a question will be asked, she answers, and it was like a serious question and the whole courtroom like erupts in laughter because she's so funny. And it's like she's unintentionally and intentionally funny. And I feel like, I mean, they called her to the stand and
no, it's like just embarrassing. Yeah. And his name is Ron Rosen, so folks, don't use him. It's very like hilarious because he is embarrassing himself, and nothing is gonna work it. I just feel like he's losing the jury, so it's embarrassing and hilarious. And the microaggressions are not funny, obviously. they're in your face. There's no micro about it. So anyway, just needed to bring that up to like add some LOLs because like what the
Wait,
hell?
but it's also okay. This actually also adds a little bit more context. If the person I found looking them up on the State Bar of
Mhm.
California is the correct lawyer, they were just called to the bar just over 1 year ago. So this is like a baby lawyer.
Is it? He sounds old as maybe I'm making that.
I mean, old people can become lawyers later in life.
Oh, duh.
Or he could have, I guess, also worked in a different state
Yeah,
and just
that's
moved to
fair. That's
California as
fair.
well, which would, I mean, I'm not going to look up.
Is the last name Genfanza?
Yeah.
Okay, that's him.
Yeah, it seems to be him.
Oh,
But
that's
it's also
funny.
he could have worked in other states, and I'm not
Yeah,
gonna look him
fair,
up on
fair,
every
fair, fair.
single state bar website.
Either way, it's very embarrassing for him, and he needs to like stop,
Yeah.
and just get some freaking bias training. Weird guy.
Yeah, absolute like, just so strange, but
Yeah, so
every
he's
clip
like
I
the
s
internet's laughing stock right now, in case folks didn't know.
Yes, 100%. Every clip is more unserious than the last, and it
Yes.
is funny.
And if you ever like feel like you're not good enough for your job, just watch the videos.
Like, that's an attorney! Do you know how much time and money it takes to become an attorney?
Yup. It's so embarrassing.
Yeah,
Oh my god. It's anyway, needed to bring that up. The next
needed to
thing
talk about it.
what is like these are quick bites,
Yes.
but it's just because it's so outrageous. This came out last week or this week. I think it was anyway, whatever. Millie Bobby Brown, right, who is 21 years old, is married, right, to her husband, Jake Bon Jovi. Bon Bon no, it's not
Bon Jovi,
Bon
I
Jovi,
think.
thank you.
I think, but
No,
we are
I'm
not
pretty
Italian. Please don't.
yeah,
I know that was
embarrassed.
wrong. Don't drag.
But anyway, he's 23 and they adopted a baby. And I'm just like, what's happening? Because you're playing a teenager on a show still.
Well,
And
hopefully that will be done with soon.
I know it's crazy. But anyway, again, it's not actually even about her and like it's folks have babies young all the time, but it's just there's been clips coming out of her on her 20th birthday on the Drew Barrymore show where she admitted that her only friends are Jake's frat brothers. And she's like, I'm not gonna have a bachelorette party because I don't really have girlfriends, which again, I don't think you need to have girlfriend for a bachelor party, like bachelorette. Like you just go with any friends or family.
Yeah, but it's tough if it's just your husband's friends.
Yeah, that's the sad part. And she's like, I just have more boyfriends and some of my closest friends. And she was like, I was the only girl, which again, I don't think that's necessarily the issue, but the fact is like folks are just noting that, is it that like because she became 11 at like 11 years old that she's kind of not getting to have like a life and maybe she's feeling like, oh, now I'm married, now we have a kid, and like now this is my life. So it's just interesting. And I thought like, again, she seems happy, so like who gives a shit, but I just thought it was like unfortunate that all these things are coming out together, if that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. And I think like the way people treated Millie Bobby Brown, like when she turned 18, was so disgusting.
Was
Like she has had
horrible, Drake.
like she's been treated in such a weird way over the years.
Mhm.
And then I saw people commenting like maybe now that she has a kid that she'll make mom friends and then she can have some women in her life. And I don't think you need to only have women friends, but I do think like you need some women that you can call friends in your life. Everyone needs
Yeah.
that. And so
100%.
I hope that she's able to get that.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, it was just like interesting because I was like, yeah, she's only 21. And it just feels like she's like living life on the fast track.
She's definitely pushed herself forward further than
Yep.
what you would think. And then okay, the other kind of quick bite we have,
Yeah.
I just saw this week. It could have come out literally at any point in time.
Yep.
I don't know. But so Pete Davidson is embarrassed because the public is obsessed with his sex life, and the like BDE thing was weird. And like, here's the thing. It is weird. And he makes a good point of like, if I was a girl, like people would not maybe feel as comfortable. But I also at the same time, I'm like, people say weird shit about girls all the time, and like literally will be like, oh, this girl just turned 18. Now I can sign up for her OnlyFans. So I mean, I think that I think maybe a false equivalency being made by Pete Davidson here as well. But it was still weird.
Yeah. It's just, again, folks get sexualized a lot. Sydney Sweeney's bathwater drama, right? And all that bullshit. Plus men, I think, as well. I mean, it's just unfortunately comes with being a celebrity. I'm not saying it's right, but Pete Davidson for a while, like that's all he was selling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like, I was embarrassed by it. No one was talking about the work I was doing. They were just like talking about my penis. And it's kind of like, oh, woe is you. Everyone was talking about how you have a massive hog. It feels a little strange. But again, like he was working. He was on SNL.
And folks knew him for you know what I mean? It's not like adult, like as in older folks were like, ooh, this is what I know about Pete Davidson. They're like, no, I know him from SNL. Like he's a comedian.
Yeah.
So it's
he's basically just like, it was embarrassing. Everyone was focusing on me and my sex life. And to me, that seems like more of a personal, like I just think that like he is maybe like more of like
like that underwear ad. Like, am I tripping? Like,
I don't remember, but I do remember like on the album Sweetener, Ariana Grande has a song called Pete Davidson, and someone commented like, how long is it? And she was like, oh, like 10, just over 10 inches. Oh, you mean the song? Like it's this long, which is like she fed into it for sure.
Yep. 100%. But, and we know she's a troll a little bit. So it's just, again, sucks. And also,
yeah, he did the underwear ad.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because, like, it's right. That's when folks were like, oh, it really is, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So.
Oh, my gosh.
He perhaps could have chosen not to do that. But, I mean, you know, you got to get paid.
But Kris Jenner is probably his.
At the time.
Yep.
Yeah, at the time for sure.
Being like, no, you just got to do this.
Like, come on, get
Pete,
get paid.
Weirdo. I made my daughter do a whole.
We cannot go down that path.
Oh my god. There's also so much Love Island drama. Like after you recorded
literally everything on Love Island is going insane. And it's actually a blessing that I was supposed to record last weekend with Tori to talk about like all of the drama that's going on,
y'all.
And like do a deep dive, but she was sick. And so it's been pushed. And so Sasha and I might record one. Just if the timing doesn't work out with Tori. Like I'll still go on Ready to Be Petty, but we want to do one soon. So Sasha and I might record one soon-ish, depending on, you know, a variety of factors. But you will get it. It will be coming to Patreon. I think also like we'll probably give like a Big Brother mid-season update and stuff like that. So that stuff is coming, but
yeah,
everything is messy.
It's so funny because like the more we wait, the crazier shit is getting.
Exactly, right? Like there's so many times where we record a podcast and 30 minutes later a bombshell drops and then we're like, well, shit, why did we record? And so we do end up sometimes getting into a bit of a holding pattern. That's okay.
But yeah, bear with us.
That's the mess we've got for this week.
Yes.
Are you ready for an anonymous?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. So thank you so much to our messenger for submitting this one. This is a nice little, it's funny.
Yes.
We have like a hard out. So we needed this to be over by a certain amount of time. So we were looking for a shorter anonymous this week. So this one jumped the line a little bit, but I think it's great. So our messenger just says that this is from a few years ago. And they had a freshly divorced friend who decided they were going to join Tinder. They were going to get back out there. Right?
Yep.
Our messenger says they were, quote, helping her swipe. So obviously our messenger was swiping for them. And matched with a super hot guy.
Oh.
Right?
Yes,
This guy
yes.
messages her right away. It's cute and flirty.
Oh.
And they immediately are like, okay, and this is where I think it might be crazy. So please weigh in, Sasha.
Please.
So they set up a date. He said he was going to meet up with some friends at a park about 45 minutes away from where she lived on a Saturday for brunch and said, like,
Okay.
meet me at the pavilion with the balloons. So, like, she knows going into the date, like, he's like, I'm meeting up with friends, like, come meet up with us. How do you feel about that as, like, a first
time
date?
out. No, absolutely no. We could meet up after or before for a quick coffee. No.
Yeah, that's how I feel too, but I'm also like, I'm not freshly
This is, like-
divorced. Like, I'm not just getting back out there. So, like,
If you're an extrovert, I could see it. But no.
yeah. So, but she said yes. She goes on the Saturday. She arrives. There are over 100 people in the park. She is like near the balloons, searching the crowd for this guy. And she hears another girl shouting the same guy's name, looking slightly panicked. And our messenger's friend asks this girl, like, oh, like, what's wrong? This girl was also meeting the same man for a, quote, date at the park.
Oh, what a trash man.
Right?
See?
No, but it gets worse. So a few minutes later, the man shows up, the man in question. He's on stage. And he is there to lead a beach body workout. And the, quote, brunch that was promised is actually Shakeology shakes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
this is why you just gotta stay single.
This man was using Tinder to pitch his MLM business opportunity of Beachbody and Shakeology.
We're like 100. We're 50 out of those 100 people there on a date.
Like, how many people were on a date?
That's what I'm saying.
And so I need to know that. And I also need to know, did your friend report them to Tinder and get them banned from the app? Because this guy should be banned from the app for sure.
Because what the hell? Oh my God.
I've seen like women get banned from Tinder because Tinder like suspects that they're using Tinder for sex work.
Oh,
and they're not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's people who are just dating. And Tinder has just decided like, no, seems like you're using it for this. Bye. You can never have Tinder again. This guy should not be allowed to have Tinder again.
Wait, that's nuts to me.
Can you imagine going on a date and it's actually an MLM pitch? Because I've had that where you like go to a job interview. You go on a job interview and it turns out to be an MLM pitch. Like, you think it's a real job, and then they're like, this knife can cut a penny in half. Isn't this amazing? You're like, well, I hate my life right now. I literally just need a job.
Oh my gosh.
And you don't even know it's going to be, you don't even know this guy's in an MLM. You've just met him.
I'm like in shock. Like, this was so short, but so like groundbreaking.
The impact was so big on this one, even though it was short. Yeah.
What the how can, like, oh my God. I'm like so annoyed.
I would lose my mind.
I feel like there needs to be like, the rom-com level of like Get Back, of like a whole thing planned.
Yeah, this is where like they should have John Tucker Must Died this guy.
Like something.
Something needed. I hope he faced a consequence for this, because that's wild.
And like, listen, it's like a funny story for your friend at the end of the day, so it's fine. Like,
yes,
I just can't with like, how do people date, man? Y'all are the strongest soldiers we have.
I guess do it for the plot.
I'm telling you, because the worst is like a red pill loser, right? Like the manosphere motherfuckers. But
absolutely.
After that, it's like, oh, these are kooks. I just keep meeting the kooks.
Well, and like the thing too is like with MLM stuff, and especially wellness MLM stuff, a lot of that stuff also gets lumped in with a lot of those right pills.
Yeah.
Like that it is a stop on the path.
True. Okay, fair.
So it's scary, but also a good story. So thank you to our messenger for sending the story, for swiping for her friend, and
that's
for
crazy
getting us this story.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. Send us all your Tinder dating crazies, please.
Oh my, because even if you're barely online dating, you
Yeah.
will have stories.
Of course. I like barely dated online, and even then I have stories. Like what? There's so many kooks.
It's people that you would have never met otherwise, and then you end up in a weird situation because of it.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's our Anonymous for the week. And that's our
Love it.
episode of Mess Magnets. A nice snappy 45
Yes.
minutes people can listen to on their Friday morning commute before the long weekend. I think this is
Mhm.
perfect.
Love it. Thank you everyone for listening. And you know the deal, okay? Leave us a 5-star review, please. Help us out. We're on our own. If you have a few dollars to spare, join our Patreon. It helps us. It helps pay for overhead costs and things of here and there. And subscribe to us on YouTube at mess.magnets. We be around. All right. Help us out. And with that, Kirsten, where can the people find you?
Yes, so over at WeKnowLoveIsland.com, Scally and I are talking about Love Island Beyond the Villas season finale, as well as the Love Island USA season 7 reunion. So those are both out now, and you can listen to them there or watch them on the REJP YouTube channel. And you can follow me everywhere at Kirsten Said What. What about you, Sasha?
Yes, and you can find me online on Blue Sky. Yeah, and covering Big Brother stuff here and there. Dancing with the Stars. Ooh,
Yes, which
back,
also Dancing with the
baby.
Stars, the second star of the Eras Tour movie, is now allegedly going to be a professional dancer on
Oh,
Dancing with the
that's
Stars.
funny.
He's Sasha. He's so hot.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, yes, they just announced him, so I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking
Oh,
about.
he's been announced. Okay, I had seen that it
Yes.
was alleged. I hadn't seen he was
No,
announced. But yes,
because
he
I've
is like,
seen a hot guy, so I'm just assuming that's him.
yeah, no, because Taylor Swift is the
Here,
star of the
what's
Eras
his
Tour,
name?
obviously. His name's Jan, I think.
Yep, that's him. They announced him.
Yeah, Taylor Swift is the star. He's, to me, the co-star, because there are
That's
so many
fair.
scenes of him just like being so hot.
Yeah. Because a lot of people are like, "Hi, Taylor. Oh my god, so hot." Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Oh, so he's gonna have. Okay, this is great for me to
Yeah,
know. Thank you.
do we know who the teams are yet?
No, but it's gonna be next week, I
Because
believe.
his
Next
team
week or 2 weeks.
will
something.
get a Swiftie boost
That's
every
what
single week.
exactly. 100%. And what's crazy is I'm just confused, and I don't like. I'll say it on Mess Magnet. I mean, we're like at the end. What's happening?
Yeah,
But
who's still listening?
yeah, I know. But it's just like, why did they pick Jen and Whitney?
I understand Whitney.
Them
Jen, I
not
find
officially.
confusing.
Yeah, okay, fine. Like the villain, okay, but like I just no.
No, but the announcement on the like reunion, which I did not watch the whole reunion because I was so bored. But they announced, I think Whitney first.
Yes.
Or it might have been Jen first. I don't know. They
Oh,
announced one of them
whatever.
first.
Yeah.
And I was like, it might have been Jen first, because I was like, why is it Jen? Because it looked like many of the women were like in the running. And then they're like, and wait, a second person is on. And you could tell Taylor Frankie Paul thought it was gonna be her. And then it was Whitney.
Shut.
Or vice versa. She thought it would be her and it was Jen. I cannot remember the order in which it was announced. So like, they could have had Whitney and Taylor Frankie Paul, which I think would have just been
That is good. Then
way more
I'm there for the
compelling.
plot even.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
But
yeah, that makes
yeah,
sense.
but I also saw Demi is like not gonna be on after season 3, and so maybe she'll like be on Dancing with the Stars.
Again, WTF is going on.
I think it would be her and Taylor Frankie Paul in the same season again. It's for the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
I
guess
don't know.
that's
I'm just
it.
very confused as to why. And like I don't want to be a super hater on every like Dancing with the Stars pod, but
Just
confusion.
let it out, put it in the book, and then you
Yep.
can just enjoy the season week by week.
Oh
But
my
yeah,
God.
that's Mess Magnets for the week. And we'll be back
Yes.
next week with another episode of mess, drama, and celebrity gossip. And just like pray to whatever you believe in that the celebrities will be celebrating
Period.
this week.
All right, y'all. Thanks for listening. Bye.